Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Vickie with VJ Designs. Okay, I'm going to start part 2 of this flip-flop journal, the Princess flip-flop journal. And I have put together the 3 signatures. I sewed 2 of them in, so I will show you the first 2 signatures. I have not done any pockets or any decorating or anything like that, but I wanted to show you how to sew in the 3rd signature in case we have any newbies to journal making, and this is probably one of the easiest journal stitches to do. So yeah, so I went ahead and stitched 2 of them in, and I saved the last one to show. So here's the first signature. I love, love, love this digital kit. And I wrote down the names of the kits, and then I have misplaced it, but it is in the description box of my last video. Okay, I believe this one is called Polka Dot Princess. One moment, I'm going to shut my door. I keep forgetting to do that. So, here we go. Here's the first signature. I believe I have 7 pages in this, in each signature. So there's the first one. I put in a blank piece because I'm going to be putting in some coloring pages like I did in the other book. Isn't this pretty? This is another digital called Pink Princess Castles, I think. Like I said, it's in the description box of my last video, and I will put it again in this one. So cute. And I put these pages together again like I did in the last video. Okay, that's the end of the first signature, and then we flip it, and here's the second signature. So cute. I love this digital. So cute. It's just different from different princess. When you think of princesses, you think of all the, you know, pinks, blues, yellows, greens, all those colors, and this is just different, and it's still girly, and anyway, I just think it's so sweet. There's the middle. Okay, and then we're at the end of the second signature. Okay, and then we flip it, and this is the 3rd signature. And as you can see, I have not sewn it in. So what I'm going to do, and this kind of journal, it's not You don't have to be really precise because we're sewing each individual signature in, and we're going to cover the edges, so it doesn't really matter if they all match, you know. So what I do is I have these big paper clips, so I just make sure all my pages are where I want them to be. You want to make sure that all your pages are facing right side up. It's always a good idea to just make a quick glance through just to make sure. Okay, you get in the middle and make sure they're all down in the crease, and then I clip it to the cardstock. And then I clip it down here on this end also. So it's good and tight in there, okay? And the needle that I'm using, these are like darning needles. They have a blunt end and a very big eye. Makes it very easy to thread. And so what you want to do is take your thread, and normally you would just do like 3 lengths of the book. But since this is the middle signature, and I usually put charms hanging down from the middle signature, I'm going to make it a little longer, okay? So I have plenty of thread to hang charms from. And then I have a couple other fun things to do after this, not pertaining to this book, but anyway, so here we go. I want to get these out of the way, and you kind of want to just go, I'm eyeballing it. You can measure it if you want to. There's really no need. And you just take an awl, and I just poke through just so the needle goes through, and you want it to come through right on the edge, okay? And then you go down about an inch or an inch and a half. I go down about 1.5 inches from the top. And do it there and from the bottom. So you've got 3 holes, okay? So now what I do is I start in the middle, go outside. I got this what did I do? Hold on. I want to make sure my that I'm anchored down here. Have to find it. Okay. I just want to be attached to this cardstock. Okay, so you're gonna go keep kind of a tail on your thread. You're gonna go through to the outside, pull it, and leave a tail on the inside. Where is it? And when I'm doing charms, I want to leave about this much of a tail, okay? So then what I do is I come up to the top one, and you bend it so you can just go inside. It goes right inside, like that. pull it through. Make sure it's not tangled up on anything, okay? And then I bring it down to the bottom. Some people go through the middle again and then through the bottom. I like to go to the bottom. This is just how I learned how to do it. So this is just how I do it. I just think it's easy. Oops, getting my thread caught here. Okay. Okay, so now what you want to do is go back through the middle. Go back through your middle hole. Sorry, I'm trying to get it so you can see it here. I don't know how I managed to grab more papers than I needed here when I clipped it. Okay. Sorry. So just go back up through the middle hole. Try not to split your thread. Come back up through the middle. And see how both of my threads are on one side of the middle? You want to put one on the other side. Okay, so you're going to pull it like this. You want to pull it taut. You don't want to really yank on it. You just want it to be firm out here so it's not. Just check it so that it's not saggy. Just put. This is where I take my needle off so you don't stab yourself. So you just pull it taut, and then I make about 3 knots, and I try to make a square knot. Pull it pretty tight. Okay, and then I just cut these off about the same length. So I'm going to have about this much hanging from the bottom so I can hang charms, okay? But for right now, till I get to that part, I'm going to tie it in a bow and just leave that. Okay, so you can take your clips out. And I have a tendency to lose my needle. So I'm just gonna put it back on here right away so I don't lose it. Okay, so that's our third signature. So we want to find the front. So we went through the first one, and then we flipped it and went through the second. We flip it. This is the third signature. And what I do is I go through and just flatten out all these pages. It just makes it, you know, open up, close a little bit better. You can go through each page and do that. And this, I got a smudge on there somehow from my ink, so I will be putting a pocket across there. That's what I planned on doing anyway. I'll put something across here. This is for a fairly young little girl, so she may not be doing a lot of writing in here, but I want to have some interactive things and pictures for her to color and stuff like that. So, and then this is the back. And then you flip it over and you're at the front. And I haven't yet decided, you know, what picture I'm going to put on the front. I've got several that I've already printed off. You know, that would be cute. But I'll probably put a picture of one of the princesses on the front. And like that. Not yet sure what I'm going to do. So that's as far as I'm going to go today on the journal. Now the second thing I wanted to do is to show you a haul that I've gotten the last couple days in the mail from, and I forgot that I ordered these. This is from Emily More Designs. And I think it was a sale that she had. It might have been a Black Friday sale. I'm not sure, but I like this. Sorry if there's a glare. I like this stamp set. It's a lot of sentiments. Thinking of you. Miss you tons. Love you lots. Stopping by to say, hope you feel 100% soon. You are awesome. Thank you for everything. Sending you a paper hug. I love that. You are the best. In case you forgot, just wanted to say, and just a reminder. These are great sentiments, and I think it's really cute. And then also from her, I ordered one of these Catherine Pooler inkers. I have a couple others of hers, and this is the Pixie Dust. It's premium dye ink. It's a really pretty color. So I got that, and then I didn't really have anything from Altenew. I think I might have one thing from Altenew, but these were really cute. These were on a sale they had. And this is a Tea Rose Blossom stamp and die set. So there's the stamps, and it's a layered stamp. And then it says, smiles, sending you smiles, love. Okay, and this is called Tea Rose Blossom. Okay, and here's the die for it. It cuts out the big rose, cuts out the rose, and then it cuts out, has dies for leaves. I think that's so pretty. And then I got this one. It's called Afternoon Delights Outline Stamp Set. So there's the flowers. There's a stamp that says yay. It's really small. This one says missing you. Have a terrific day. You are terrific. Hugs, thinking of you. Love you. You are so sweet. And hello, beautiful. Very cute. And then it comes with this Afternoon Delights die set. Afternoon Delights die set. With this cup, with all these pieces. Now, I'm not one to really have a lot of pieces, but these really aren't too small. So you've got the cup, and you can change the color of the cup. You know, with the outside piece, and have a different color on the bottom, the base. And then you've got saucer. You can change the color in here, and you can also change, you know, cut out die, a die set for the color of tea or coffee you want in there. Tea it would probably be, because it's got a tea bag. So, and there's the dies. So cute. So I'm excited to start using those. So I wanted to show you those. And then also, I had one on Craft Roulette. I won a gift, a prize, when you submit a card on Craft Roulette. If you know what that is. If you don't know what that is, it's a great card crafting show on Friday evenings, 5 o'clock my time, and I'm Mountain Time. So it would be 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. And if you submit a card, then your name gets put in that week in a drawing for one of several gift cards or gift certificates or whatever from all these different spin sponsors. And one of the companies that is a spin sponsor is Relatively Thoughtful. And so I won a gift card from Relatively Thoughtful. And so this is what I ordered. This is what I ordered from her. And this is absolutely stunning paper. It is Stamperia, and I absolutely adore Stamperia paper. And this is beautiful. And let me just take it out and show you. This is really pretty. I haven't even taken it out yet. I was just looking at the package. It's got 10 double-faced sheets, 12 by 12. And you know, Stamperia, they don't waste any of their paper. Even the cover, they always put die cuts or whatever on the back. And so there's the inside of the cover. You can die cut any of those, or fussy cut any of these. And you can even use these, or this up here. It's just, I love their paper. And it's so beautiful. And let me see if I can raise you up here a little bit. It might be a little, isn't that just yummy? I mean, this is very yummy paper. Can't get it on the screen. Look at that, it's just beautiful. So pretty. Here's some that looks like wood grain. That's peeling. I just love that shabby look. I need to move my cutter off of here, so I've got a little more room. Oh, I want to show you that next. So this paper is just amazing, and it's always hard to decide which side. On double-sided paper, it's always so hard to decide what side you want to use. And here's some more wood grain, so pretty. And then here's some little journal cards you can cut out. And look, on the back, they don't put something different. They put the back of the journal card. So you can just cut that out, and you've got a journal card ready to go. So there's the fronts, and there are the backs. So cool. And same with all this. You've got tags, tickets, stamp, journal cards, and then everything has a pretty back to it. Look at that. It's all ready to go. You don't have to do anything to it. I'm a big proponent of letting paper speak for itself a lot. So, yeah. And then here's some more fussy cut images. Just a ton of them. I'm going to have so much fun with this. And then, of course, on the back, I mean, you could use this. You know, you could use this strip across the bottom. So this is Dewdrops scrapbooking pad. And this is by Vickie Papayanu. I can never pronounce her last name. Many of you know who she is, and she's amazing. and apparently she designed this. So yeah, beautiful. Okay, so this is another thing I ordered from her, and this is also Stamperia. And maybe you have this already. I don't. I have a tendency to hoard Stamperia paper. But, oh, look at that. I could have used this on my last journal I did with the books and stuff, but this is so cool. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. You know, you could almost take this book and just make a journal out of it. Honestly, this is beautiful. So pretty. It almost looks like leather. That one does too. So pretty. Music pages. And there's the back. So there's that. And then the other thing I ordered, I have some of this and I love it so much. And I was, I've used a bunch of it. So I wanted to get another one before it, like, maybe, you know, went out of print or something like that. I just wanted to get more of it. This is Graphics 45. And this is Season to Celebrate. So it's got all 4 season papers in here. So there's 3 sheets of each design. So that's the back, the front, or whatever. Isn't that beautiful? So all the backs are, you know, more or less a solid color. That is also fall. So pretty. And then here is Summer Floral. This is gorgeous. I love this paper. You can tell I'm excited. It was like Christmas getting all this stuff, because I'm like, by the time I order it and then I go to get it, I'm like, I forget what I ordered, so it's like Christmas. Opening, oh yeah. So here is another summer. I love this one. It has several things about tea on it, and you know, I'm not a tea person. I'm a coffee girl, but I love making things about tea or making gifts about tea and sending them to people or whatever. But anyway, I just love that. And then here is spring. Isn't that gorgeous? So beautiful. Another spring. Sorry to get the 3 of them here. Come on. I love this purple. It's a beautiful color. More spring. Basically has the it's the same images, just different colors. And then here are the winter ones. We got blue. This is gorgeous. I love hydrangeas. Beautiful, beautiful. And then this is the other winter. So there's 2 sets of 3 pages of each season. So you get 12 pages. And then there's the blues. Beautiful. Love, love, love it. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And then she sent me this gift. I did not order this. And I'm like, what in the world? Sally, you are so sweet. And this Sally was relatively thoughtful. And this is relatively thoughtful right here. I mean, my goodness. It was a gift card I used to buy this stuff. And I didn't even have to pay for shipping. And you guys, this came from the UK. And you know how expensive that is. Or maybe you don't. But it is very expensive. Oh, I'm trying to get this out of here. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. All right, we'll just rip it off. So now I need to open another one. So this is just such a cool surprise. And look at all this ephemera. And she even sent a little, oh, it's a mixed media journal by Stamperia. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, you know what? I'm just kind of starting to try to use water paints, and this will be perfect. Oh, thank you so much, Sally. This was so thoughtful. And yeah, look at all this ephemera. I'm not going to take it all out, but oh my gosh, there's a lot in here. Well, you know, I'm going to take some of it out here, just kind of go through it a little bit. And I'm sure this is probably something you could purchase on her site. But look at this. Beautiful. Cups and flowers. Gorgeous. Lots of stuff about tea. Beautiful. Well, of course, she's in the UK. She's a tea person. Look at that. So cool. I'm going to have so much fun with this, you guys. This is beautiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. That's all I can say is wow. Okay, one more thing I have to share with you, and this is kind of exciting for me. I now have 196 subscribers. When I reach 200, I'm going to make a journal, and then I will have a drawing for reaching 200 subscribers. So, yeah. You can help me get 200 subscribers, and then I will have, I did a drawing when I reached 100 subscribers, and that person won a pack of cards that I made. And this time I'm going to make a journal, and yeah, and we'll have a drawing. And so watch for that. So as soon as I reach 200 subscribers, that's what I'll be doing. Of course, right now, I need to get finished with this. Oops, that doesn't go in there. I need to get finished with this journal that I'm working on, this flip-flop, because it is for a Christmas present. So I need to make sure I get done with that. And I'm also starting a December challenge journal for Dear Julie, and you've seen those, you've seen me walk through those too, if you've watched me at all. And so yeah, kind of exciting. And so anyway, just be watching for that. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will be doing a part 3 of this flip-flop journal real soon. All right, talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Please press that like button and subscribe, and you can. And so what I want you to do is watch, because I will be announcing again when I reach the 200. I will be making an announcement for those of you who watch, for you to make a comment on that particular video, not this one, but one that I will be doing soon in the future. So you need to watch in order to know which one to make a comment on, and that is the video that I will be picking from when I do the drawing. So thank you so much for your support and dropping by and just spending time with me. And hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you subscribe, and I will answer your comments. Okay, have a great evening. Talk to you later. Bye.